Now we're ready to work with the Raku glaze, and we'll be using a Raku clear glaze. And this is a container full of Raku clear glaze, and we're ready to glaze this piece. We've stirred the glaze, and I'm going to go into the bucket, get some glaze, pour it into our bottle. We'll pour the glaze out. And we can dip the whole bottle into the glaze. And I like to put a couple dips on, nice and thick. I like to just set this down and slide it off onto the table, and then let this glaze dry. Now we've just got done using clear glaze, clear Raku glaze. We're going to use a different glaze. This glaze is Raku metallic, and it will produce a more metallic finish. And so we'll glaze these the same way. These glazes will be firing to cone 06, which is about 1850 degrees Fahrenheit. And the glazes are very simple glazes. These glazes basically have the formula of 80% Gerstley borate and 20% Custer feldspar. When the glazing is done, we need to wipe off the glaze off the bottom of the pot. And so we'll just take a sponge and clean that glaze off. And this is now ready to fire after it dries completely. If we have a jar, the place where the lid goes needs to be completely clean. Now our pieces will be ready to fire, and that will be our next step with the Raku process. Now we're outside at Lake Superior College, and we are firing our Raku pots. We're getting very close to unloading the Raku kiln, and we're firing these pieces to cone 06. That's about 1850 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're very close to taking them out. We want cracks in the glaze. Now we have to put this piece in a rich carbon environment. The carbon will react with the metallic oxides in the glaze and help to produce very rich metallic surfaces. With the clear glaze, we want the clear glaze to crack. And when we have enough crackle in the glaze, we can put shredded paper on the glaze to help fill in the cracks with the black smoke, which colors the clay black and gives us that black crack pattern. This helps the pots cool down much faster, so we can touch them in about 5 minutes. Now that the pieces are cool enough to touch, we can clean off this extra carbon that's on the surface. And I just use regular cleanser. We'll do our best side. We didn't get the best copies. We finished the Raku process and we have our completed pieces right here in front of us. We've got two kind of glazes that we use. We use the Raku clear glaze on 4 of our pieces. And the formula for the Raku glaze was 80% Dursley borate and 20% Custer feldspar. We have the same glaze base on the metallic glazes with the addition of 2% copper carbonate and 2% cobalt carbonate. And that's what the finished product looks like. Thank you for participating in the Raku process with us at Exterior College.